Welcome to my channel. Let's learn how to make eggless brownies. So the ingredients we have are a pan, spatula, measurement cups and utensils, a bowl to mix everything in, our eggless brownie mix, the one I used is from Betty Crocker. Then we will also need cocoa powder and vanilla extract. However, these are optional. Here we also have evaporated milk that will be replacing the egg in this recipe. Then I have a can opener for my evaporated milk as well as baking soda. Lastly, I have vegetable oil to add to my mix and an oil spray. Before we do any mixing, we will preheat the oven at 325 degrees. After we have put our oven to preheat, we will then get our brownie mix. It's important to read the ingredients to make sure that there is no egg in the brownie mix. And then we will take our bowl and empty out all of the brownie mix from the bag. After that, we will then take our measurement cup that says 1/3 and pour in our vegetable oil, which will then be added to our brownie mix. We will then take our spatula and mix the oil and mix together properly. And you will notice some clumps forming due to the oil being mixed together with the brownie mix. Next ingredient we'll be using is the evaporated milk, which is the egg replacer in this recipe. One whole 12-ounce can is used for one whole brownie mix. Then we will mix everything together in a circular motion to minimize the spillage. The goal is to make sure at the end no clumps are seen to really put those arm muscles to work. So this is the circular motion that I was talking about previously. At the end, you should have no clumps and it should look like this. After everything is mixed, we will then take our 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract to make it a bit more sweeter, but this is a completely optional step in the process. After the vanilla extract is added, we will mix everything together again properly before adding our baking soda. Then our 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda will be added. However, this time we will not be mixing our liquid mixture too much because we really want the baking soda to do its job and make the brownies soft and nice. There I've used a crusher type of material to make sure that clumps of baking soda are not added. Instead, small granules of baking soda is added so that it can be mixed properly. Now we will switch to the pan. We will need our canola oil spray. After shaking it well, we will spray an evenly thin coat on the pan. Make sure it's not too much, emphasis on the thin. This is to make sure our brownies don't get stuck on the pan. Then we will get our cocoa powder, or you can also use all-purpose flour as a substitute ingredient. I like to use cocoa powder so it tastes chocolatey when it's baked. This is again to make sure that brownies get a good crust and don't get stuck onto the pan. I just freely sprinkle some onto the pan, making sure to get the corners, and that's it. Almost done. Next, you will take your finished brownie mix and pour it evenly onto the pan. Remember, every drop counts, so really get everything from the bowl onto the pan. Last and final step, putting the brownies into the preheated oven to bake. Depending on the type of oven you may have, put a timer on your phone for 25 to 30 minutes.